Looks like our player is all set.
30 seconds to air.
No, it is. I've got a contestant hunkering for a game. Got a motor? Fine. Light a flyer under it, people.
Today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by Country Charm Indoor Outhouses. All the convenience of an indoor restroom with all the charm of crapping through a wooden hole.
Okay, let's get this show on the road. To begin with, pleasurable measurables. Hey, remember that internet video sensation, 2 Girls, 1 Cup? Here's a clip of it now. I'm kidding. What do you think I am, some kind of sicko? Say Rachel Ray and Martha Stewart make a wholesome version of the video 2 Girls, 1 Cup featuring chocolate ice cream. If they can't find a cup and use an equivalent, what might the video be called? 2 girls, 1/4 pints, 2 girls, 1/2 pints, 2 girls, 32 tablespoons. A cup in cooking terms is equal to a 1/2 pint, or 16 tablespoons. By the way, I'm filming your reaction to this question right now, and it is absolutely priceless. Buck her up for. Dot your black I's and cross your P's. Which of these is Will.i.am's name in the present perfect progressive form? Will I would, will I have been, will I would be, or will I will? That is unconditionally wrong. This would have worked. The present perfect progressive tense uses has or have plus been plus the present participle. As in, Will, I have been feeling very fergalicious lately. It's time for lucky number 17. What could have been a cover story for the first issue of 17 magazine? Special suffragette issue, World War II rationing fashion tips, the cutest boys of the Nixon White House, hot styles for the end of the Cold War. I'm not a crook, but I will steal some of your cash. It's so obvious. 17 magazine was first published in 1944 during World War II. So a girl who was 17 when 17 first came out, well, she probably just reads AARP magazine now, or Dead People, the tabloid for dead people. Here we have, it was the best of prime time, it was the worst of prime time, and it was a dis or dat.
It was
I'm going to read off 7 TV shows. For each one, tell me if it was on TV Guide's list of the 50 best shows of all time, or on TV Guide's list of the 50 worst shows of all time. If it's one of TV Guide's best, press left on your plus control pad. If it's one of TV Guide's worst, press... Oh, you already know how to play. Fine. Baywatch. The Howard Stern Show. Hogan's Heroes. Bewitched. Star Trek The Next Generation. The Brady Bunch Hour. Barney and Friends. That was one of the 50 worst dis or dat performances of all time. The Jerry Springer Show was rated the worst TV show of all time, which begs the question, have the makers of TV Guide even seen 2.5 Men? I mean, come on, you haven't seen it, have you? Just watch it once, TV Guide people. It's not like you don't know when it's on. Why not try Lady Luck is a Dirty Tramp? Which casino game takes a lot of balls to play? Roulette, Keno, craps, or Baccarat? Here's where the money is. Keno is a game of chance similar to Lotto that uses 80 balls circulating in an enclosed bubble. So it takes a lot of balls to play it. When playing Keno, it also helps to have a really big sack to put your winnings in. Well, you just took a crap on this question. But you know where you should have taken that crap? In an indoor outhouse. just like the one you won from Country Charm Indoor Outhouses. Take care of your business in complete comfort while maintaining that uncomfortable feel.
Yeah, let's move on.
This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. We finished round one. And you should be very proud of that score, because I'm not.
But it's the same. It's a new blue
Don't forget, in round two, all the cash is
but
doubled.
it's
Well, no time like the present.
I put a different cover, a different ringtone.
I call this one U2SA. If you went to see U2, one of the most popular touring acts in the world, play in the biggest stadium venue in the world, how would Bono most likely open the concert? Welcome to Soldier Field! Welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway! Welcome to Beaver Stadium! Willkommen zum Olympiastadion München! Nein, das ist wrong! Were you thinking of this one? At 250,000 seats, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway has the greatest seating capacity in the world, making it big enough for U2's fans. And they can actually add over 100,000 spots for ground seating as well, meaning there might even be enough space for Bono's ego. Coming up next, me captain is Sue Captain. It's the Okay, I'm gonna make this one even more worth your while by adding another $1,000 for a correct answer. Rank these captains in order of their first appearance from the oldest to the most recent. Captain Morgan's Rum, Captain Planet, Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch, Captain Planet, Captain Morgan, Captain Planet, Captain Morgan, Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch, Captain Morgan, Captain Planet, or Captain Morgan, Captain Crunch, Captain Planet. Captain Morgan Rum first appeared in 1945, Captain Crunch in 63, and Captain Planet in 1990. You just picked up an extra $1,000 for that. And what do these three captains all have in common? They were usually present at the breakfast table when I was growing up.
Pork and chicken taken out of meat. Here's on Mary 8.
Let's try Jesus, master of the sacrifice bunt. If Major League Baseball followed the same hierarchy as the Catholic Church, what would be the AAA minor league team for the St. Louis Cardinals? The Memphis Archbishops, the Memphis Deacons, the Memphis Monsignors, or the Memphis Popes? In the order of Catholic precedence, archbishops are just below cardinals. I do love going to a Memphis Archbishops game. Between innings, the nuns come out of the dugout and shoot Jesus t-shirts out of air cannons. May I introduce office politics? What do U.S. Vice President Joe Biden and Jim Halpert from The Office have in common? They're both married to a Pam, both worked for a company with Dunder in the name, they both lived in Scranton, Pennsylvania, or they're both fictional characters. Joe Biden was born in Scranton and The Office is set there. Proving once again that Scranton, Pennsylvania is the cultural and political epicenter of the United States.
Be careful.
Never let me go. Open wide for Oz Trippin'. Suppose the poppies in The Wizard of Oz made the Scarecrow dream about the world's #1 opium-producing country. Where would he follow the yellow brick road of his mind to? To Uruguay, to Afghanistan, to Costa Rica, or to Saudi Arabia? I had this dream, and you were there, and so is the right answer. Smart people choose this. Afghanistan is the world's largest opium producer. And why do you think the Lollipop Guild enjoyed suckers so much? One word, ecstasy. Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? No, I'm still doing it. Sorry. Here you go. You taught me everything I know. Wax on, wax off, Danielson. Good luck.
What we want to do? Kenobi.
There you have it. Hey, this performance is actually worthy of the family fridge. Write down your score and post it up there. Besides, it's about time you replace all those horrifying drawings from kindergarten. You know, when you were going through your blood phase.
You don't know Jack!
I need to do this in 1 second.
Nice work, folks. Donnie, what's going on?
Strongly suggest using rye whiskey instead of bourbon and stirring the cocktail rather than shaking it to prevent creating a displeasing foam on top.
Okay, we've got one contestant ready to go.
30 seconds to places.
Great. One player. A little hot under the cellar, huh? Let's move it out, gang.
Today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by Bloodco. All your blood needs without the mess and fuss. Any type, any thickness, any gender. Bloodco.
So let's get to it. To get things rolling, can't we all just get along, John? What do donut rivals Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme have in common? Onomatopoeia, alliteration, assonance, or illusion? Alliteration is the repetition of the first sounds in words, and both Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme have that. So you see, they're not so different after all. You know what? Tomorrow morning, I'm going to eat a Dunkin' Donut and a Krispy Kreme at the same time, and poop them out later in one unified poop of compassion and understanding.
I wanted to do that too.
And on its way, space, the final frontier. If Star Trek's Mr. Spock decides to have his ears vulcanized, what will be true about them? His ears will be rounder, his ears will be stronger, his ears will be larger, or his ears will hear better. You know what they say about big ears? It's the wrong answer. It was begging to be picked. Vulcanization is the process where rubber is converted to stronger, more durable materials. So Mr. Spock's pointy ears would become stronger. Which would be great because then it would be easier for Scotty to use them to open his beer bottles. And now, Bibla Blah Blah. What biblical album title would be appropriate for a Kesha album featuring different versions of her song Blah Blah Blah? Pillar of Salt, Jonah and the Whale, The Tower of Babel, or Birth of Jesus? No, though I think that third wise man was known as a real chatty Cathy. Dude, seriously, we know you're smart already. Ready for this? The Tower of Babel is a story in the book of Genesis where God confused the language of all humans so they could no longer understand each other. Thing is, I speak English and I still have no idea what the Kesha is talking about. Next, Undead Anatomy. Which of these movie monsters is truly heartless? The Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, or the wolf? Here's what a right answer looks like. A mummy's organs are removed and placed in jars during mummification, so the mummy would not have a heart. Though mummification was perfected over thousands of years, the Egyptians always had difficulty removing the water on the knee without the tweezers touching the metal sides of the game board. Then what is that red stuff shooting out of his chest when he gets a stake in the heart? What is it? Why, it's blood, of course. You just won blood from Bloodco. We have blood. Why do you need to know where it came from? This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place. It's time for Your Hair Smells Like Blackberry, and it's a this or that. I'm going to read off 7 phrases. For each one, tell me if it's a feature of the Nexus One phone, a feature of Nexus shampoo, or both. If it's about the Nexus phone, press left on your plus control pad. If it's about Nexus shampoo, press right on your plus control pad. If it's both, press your A button. Each one right. Ah, you're familiar with the this or that. Perfect. Anti-braking system, digital compass, volume control, noise cancellation, 100,001 contrast ratio, heat protection, not tested on animals.
I'm just guessing.
I'm going to have to enforce some roaming fees for roaming so far away from the correct answers. All this talk of phones and shampoo reminds me I need to go to the beauty parlor and make an appointment for my permanent. Round 1 is complete. And surprisingly, you're doing pretty well. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. Let's keep going. Take a good look at where the Banshees live, and they do live well. How tall is the tallest stone at Stonehenge? 2 Sharon Stones high, 3 Joss Stones high, 4 Oliver Stones high, or 5 Stone Phillips? That reminds me of my favorite Joss Stone song, in that I don't know any Joss Stone songs, and you don't know the answer to this question. Next time, try this. Oliver Stone is 6 feet tall. The tallest stone at Stonehenge is about 24 feet tall. So you could stack 4 Oliver Stones on top of each other to reach that high. The only difference between Stonehenge and 4 Oliver Stones on top of each other is I'd be upset if Stonehenge fell over. Try this on for size. I'd like to return this maid of milking, please. If you had to individually wrap all the items from the song The 12 Days of Christmas, how many packages would you end up with? 12, 42, 7, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 equals 78 individually wrapped gifts. You might want to invest in a large mallet, too. The Lords of Leaping are a lot easier to wrap when they're unconscious.
Walking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
May I introduce who sort of said this, more or less? It's time for a Who Said It question. Now Chad, our production assistant, will hand me a piece of paper with a famous quote and...
Wait, you need that now?
Yeah. Didn't get the email?
I told you, man, for business-related stuff, you gotta message me on Facebook.
So you don't have the quote?
No, but I remember it, I think. Well, let me take a stab at it.
Okay, who said, Chad?
If you poke my eye out, then, I poke out yours, then the whole world isn't gonna see anything that well, I guess.
Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., or Mother Teresa?
Oh, wait, I found the quote. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And that was said by Mahatma Gandhi. Hey, that's pretty right on. I think I'm gonna start following this Gandhi guy on Twitter.
Thanks for your help, Chad.
Oh, yeah.
This one's called A Barrel of Donkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Which element of the classic arcade game Donkey Kong does not represent a simple machine? The stack of barrels, the slanted girder ramps, Jumpman's hammer, or Donkey Kong's elevators? Haven't you ever heard of a pulley? Well, apparently you're not as intelligent as an 8-bit ape. Watch how easy this is. The ramps are inclined planes, the hammer is a lever, and the elevators are pulleys. But Donkey Kong's barrel stack just sits there, and it's not any kind of simple machine. I've always wondered what's in those barrels. I'm guessing thousands of rotting princess torsos. Let me never let me go. Say hello to In Bed. This is the part of the game where I start to feel like I need a little snack. Maybe I'll have a fortune cookie. You have an unusually magnetic personality. Well, if I'm so friggin' magnetic, who's most attracted to me? Iron Man, Gold Member, the Tin Man, or the Silver Surfer? Magnets barely attract gold or silver and mostly know with tin, but they sure do love iron. And if I were really magnetic, the last place I should be is near all this expensive electronic equipment. Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. Yeah, you spooked me all night long. I'm bringing spooky back. Good luck. That's all she wrote. Well, that's